Anyways, yeah. It's like meant to look like it's filled, right? It's meant to be bright, it's meant to be colorful. And then somebody dies. Or your teammate dies. To be like the sounds of pipes, or I don't know, leaking pipes, you know? So you can have really good immersion. Yes, lots and lots of machines and noise that are meant to be there, but there's nobody to address it, right? We're gonna have like pipes, you know, like perfect plumbing or something like that. Like you can hear the pipes, you can hear the electricity, you can see panels lit up, you can see some door handles left open, you can see messy beds, and like, you know, things are clearly lived in, but it's quiet. No human noise, a lot of human made machine noise, no human noise, but your team, but you and your team. And that's it. Or like the killer noises. Except the rustling of leaves isn't scary until those leaves get closer and closer. And then you're dead. Right? Hearing something like tapping, you know, sure, that can be scary if you're all alone. But if you hear rustling, but there is nothing. And it's like, and that's this exact feel for the first 3 killers is exactly why the 4th killer, the dramatist, is gonna feel so wrong. Because there is people. Because there's noise everywhere. There's tons of human interactions. But as it goes on, more and more people die. And all you'll find is their bodies. And as it goes on, there will be less and less and less. And, you know, you start to get uneasy, right? Time is running out, but you don't know how much time there is left. And then one of your mates that you've been talking to this whole time, because there's like radio voice chat that the killer can also hear, suddenly goes quiet. And it's just you and your buddy now, full of room that used to be littered with people. And it's like, that's why the plant and the dramatist are so incredibly different, but it makes the core experience so good. Because, you know, if you're really experienced against one killer, the next killer is going to be a totally new one. And as I said, for Saw, it's going to be a trap. Every single room is a trap room, and you have to work together to leave. Only problem, you don't know what's a trap. Sometimes the traps are fake, and you actually need to commit in order to live. And sometimes you need a practice dummy to go ahead and shoot your shot for the death. Right? So that's the idea. And it's such a cool idea. There can be so much options. Right? There's so many options. You could go anywhere from a serial killer to anything. And as long as it feels like it's meant to be there, but at the same time it feels missing, that's what we're going for. And it's like, no matter how many hours you put into the game, it's never gonna feel good. Well, no. It's gonna feel more and more familiar, and that's what makes it more and more scary. Because the more familiar you are, like, with the layout, with the killer, with everything, to be honest, I feel like we don't even have we don't have a good or even a decent cosmic horror. Yeah, because like if you're familiar with something, you know how it's supposed to look and you know how it's supposed to sound. And that's where the cosmic horror part is gone. Because if you're experienced, right, you already know. But that makes the sounds, that makes you more paranoid. It makes the sounds you know are danger, could be not danger, could be fake. You know, and the killer, when you draw a G, why not draw it opposite way? Why not? Why not? Because it's just the way I draw G's. That's just how I draw G's. I don't know what to say. That's just how I draw G's. And it's that's sort of the goal. No, it's wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. That's how I've always drawn G's. Yeah, and I think it's a really cool idea. And I feel like it doesn't even need to be good graphics or good audio. It just needs a decent game loop. Oh, I haven't even started to talk about um the cosmos, the like the constellations. So, how do constellations work? As I said, minor buffs, but every person can have 3 constellations, and each constellation has 3 different tiers. And now I know what you're about to say. Oh, but if you have this tier, then isn't it a strategical advantage over the other? No, because how do you get like higher tiers? It's from your teammates having the same constellation. So let's say uh because it's like a pool, right? Everybody pools their constellations. So if everybody has like the same constellation, there's 3 versions, therefore it's upgraded 3. If 2 people have it, it's tier 2, and so on and so forth. But you can only have one of them. But there's only one, so yes, it's tier 3, but you only get one. And like when it's the pool, there's only gonna be 9 in play. And the killer gets 4 constellations, but for survivors, they get 3, and that's all they get. Plus, if your teammate has a constellation from, let's say, a license or something like that, you can get it for free. Just with, I haven't really figured out the credit system yet, but basically, Stardust. You get it after every match, depending on how well you did. And you get Stardust, you get people, or you get constellations. And if you want to get constellations, then you could do chaos coins. But like if you want to get a constellation and it's a license, if you and your teammate, like if you and a friend come together, and then you can get the constellation off your friend and you will just have it. So if somebody really wants every single constellation, then their entire team gets those constellations. And it means more people, it means it's more available to get, right? I don't know. If there's anything else, let me know. If there's any questions or we raid someone. I don't know. If there's like any questions, I'm happy to take them. This is like an idea. I don't really got. Oh, okay, water. That's not a question, but I do need to get water. I love it. Yeah, it's an idea. It's gonna take a lot of work, and I might not. Why the eye has a circle drawn already? What do you mean? Oh, why is it so late? No, like, why is the dot on the I so late? Um, I forgot. Oh, because I did this one first, and I realized I forgot, so I did this one before. And it's on this one, too. This one's just unique. The little details, yeah. Very human. I forgot for the end. I did not draw it backwards. That's how you draw it. Yeah. I forgot. I forgot. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. As always, be yourself and have fun in whatever you do in life. See you.